Gentlemen, let me start with something that may shock you. Every single morning across America, millions of men over 60 pour themselves a cup of coffee, sip it down, and unknowingly waste the most powerful opportunity they have to bring their manhood back to life. Yes, I'm talking about stronger, longer-lasting erections. Even if you are well into your 70s or 80s, what if the very cup you've been drinking for decades could either keep you weak or help you feel like yourself again? My name is Dr. Mojit Kara. I am a urologist and professor of men's health with over 30 years of experience, and I have dedicated my life to helping men reclaim their strength, vitality, and confidence. I have sat across from thousands of men in my office, both their best days were behind them, and I have guided them toward solutions that changed everything. Here's the surprising truth. Most men think performance decline is inevitable. They blame age, stress, or bad luck. But real paradox is this. While so many men look to pills, surgeries, or expensive treatments, some of the most powerful answers are already sitting in their kitchen. And here's my promise to you. Add just one simple natural ingredient to your coffee, and you can dramatically improve blood flow, boost testosterone, and restore erections in a way that feels natural, safe, and lasting. This isn't theory, it's science proven by research and decades of results in real men. So stay with me because in just a moment I'm going to reveal exactly what to stir into your morning cup and why it can reignite your body's performance even at 80 years old. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future advice on men's health and vitality. And I'd love to hear from you. If this message speaks to you, type 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0 and let me know how I can make these videos more helpful for you. Now, let's dive into the real reason so many men over 60 struggle with weak erections. It's not just age, it's what's happening inside your body. To truly fix the problem, we must understand why erections fade as the years go by and what's quietly changing your biology, why erections fade with age. Why erections fade with age. When I sit across from men in my office, one of the first things they often ask me is, "Doc, why is this happening to me?" Why, after all these years, do I suddenly struggle with something that used to feel so natural? And I always tell them the same thing. It isn't sudden. It's been building slowly inside your body for decades. By the time you reach 60, 2 critical shifts are already underway. First, your testosterone, the very hormone that fuels a man's energy, drive, and ability to perform, has dropped nearly in half compared to what it was in your 20s. Second, the blood vessels that carry life-giving circulation to your heart, your brain, and yes, to your penis have stiffened with age. They aren't as flexible or responsive as they used to be. And that makes all the difference. Think about it like this. When you were younger, your body worked like a high-pressed garden hose. The water rushed throughout quickly and powerfully, filling every corner. Erections came easily because blood flow was strong and your tissues were responsive. But as you age, that hose becomes worn, stiff, and leaky. The water trickles instead of rushing, and the result is weaker, shorter, lasting erections, or sometimes nothing at all. This isn't about willpower or desire. It's biology. And here's the part most men never hear. Once those vessels narrow and testosterone falls, the body begins a cycle of decline. Less testosterone leads to less energy and muscle. Less blood flow leads to weaker erections, and over time, a man can start to feel like a shadow of who he once was. I remember one patient in particular, a 6-7-year-old grandfather who came to see me. He sat there quietly, then whispered, "I just don't feel like a man anymore." And I could see in his eyes that this wasn't only about sex. It weighs about identity, confidence, the spark that makes you feel alive. That pain is real. And yet what I told him and what I'll tell you now is that biology can be influenced. Decline is not destiny. Your body still has remarkable capacity to respond when given the right fuel and support. The good news is that you don't need a prescription to start shifting things back in your favor. The very cup of coffee you drink each morning can be transformed into a tool for restoring circulation and supporting your hormones. By adding the right natural ingredients, you can help those stiff vessels relax, open up blood flow, and give your body what it needs to feel strong again. It's simple, it's natural, and it can work even if you're well into your 70s or 80s. So now that you understand why erections fade with age, let me show you how something as ordinary as your morning coffee can become extraordinary when you unlock its hidden potential. 2. Coffee. The hidden potential. Coffee, the hidden potential every morning. Men across this country pour themselves a cup of coffee without giving it a second thought. For many oafs, it's almost automatic. The smell of those fresh grounds, the steam rising from the cup, the first sip that jolts you awake. It feels like a daily ritual that keeps us going. I've had men in my office tell me, "Doc, I could give up almost anything, but not my coffee," and I always smile because I understand. I start my day the same way. Coffee wakes up the brain, sharpens focus, and gives us that sense of energy we've relied on for decades. But here's what most men don't realize. Coffee as it is only doing half the job. Yes, caffeine increases circulation temperature. Yes, it can give you that mental edge. But plain coffee alone is like stepping on the gas pedal of a car that hasn't been tuned in years. You'll get a quick burst of speed, sure, but you'll burn out quickly and the underlying engine problems remain. That's why so many men find themselves reaching for a second cup by mid-morning and a third in the afternoon, chasing that high that never lasts. The truth is, black coffee by itself is like regular fuel in a high-performance car. It works, but it doesn't give you the premium performance your body now demands as you age. Here's the paradox. Coffee could be so much more. With just a simple addition, that same cup could go from a quick wake-up call to a powerful health tool that supports your blood vessels, protects your heart, and fuels your erections. Think about that for a moment. The very drink you already enjoy every morning could be transformed into a natural science-backed solution for one of the most frustrating problems. Memphis after 60, that's not fantasy. That's real physiology waiting to be unlocked. I've seen it firsthand with my patients. One man in his 70s told me that after years of struggling, he started adding just one natural ingredient to his morning coffee. And within weeks, he felt his energy stabilize and his confidence returned in the bedroom. He wasn't jittery anymore. He wasn't crashing by midday. And he felt more in control of his body. That simple change gave him hope again, and it reminded me that the smallest adjustments often create the biggest transformations. Coffee doesn't need to be just a habit. It can be a vehicle for healing and restoration. It's familiar, it's affordable, and it's already in your life. All it takes is knowing what to add to it so that it becomes more than a beverage. It becomes a partner in your health, your strength, and your manhood. And the best part is you don't have to wait months or years to see the difference. Now, let's uncover the very first ingredient that can turn your ordinary cup of coffee into extraordinary fuel for your body and your erections. An ingredient that has been used for centuries and yet most men completely overlook. 3. Ingredient number 1, cinnamon. Ingredient number 1, cinnamon. The vessel healeth, vessel healer. When I think back to my childhood, I can still remember the smell of cinnamon drifting from the kitchen. My mother would sprinkle it over warm oatmeal or mix it into a pie that filled the whole house with that sweet, comforting aroma. For many of us, cinnamon is a flavor tied to good memories, holidays, and family gatherings. But what most men don't realize is that this familiar spice carries a secret power, one that can protect your blood vessels, stabilize your energy, and even restore your ability to achieve strong, lasting erections. Here's why it matters. As we age, one of the biggest enemies of men's health is unstable blood sugar. Every spike and crash in your blood sugar damages the tiny blood vessels throughout your body, and the smallest, most delicate vessels, the ones inside the penis, are often the first to suffer. These vessels are thinner than a human hair, and when they get damaged, circulation to that area weakens long before you ever notice trouble in your larger arteries. This is why men with blood sugar issues often experience erectile problems years before they're diagnosed with diabetes. Cinnamon steps in like a guardian. It has been shown in research to lower fasting blood sugar by as much as 20 to 30%, and that single effect protects those delicate vessels that feed your manhood. But cinnamon does even more. It helps our blood vessels relax and open through a process called vasodilation. The active compound cinnamaldehyde boosts nitric oxide, the very same molecule that prescription drugs like Viagra are designed to target. When nitric oxide increases, blood flow improves. And when blood flow improves, erections become stronger, fuller, and more dependable. I've had patients tell me that after just a few weeks of adding cinnamon to their morning coffee, they felt steadier energy throughout the day and a noticeable difference in thebedrum. One man, a retired contractor in his late 50s, told me he went from needing an afternoon nap to powering through his PR.